How y'all doing today? This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. Looking at the markets. MedMen is up 11% right now. And I've been telling everybody MedMen is underappreciated, undervalued, underexposed. Shouldn't be trading at these prices. It makes absolutely no sense. But nonetheless, there it is, MedMen. There you go, Dave. Dave is saying the same thing, MedMen. So I know a lot of people are panicking. A lot of people are like, oh, everything's down. People are like, yo, I want to buy this. I want to buy that. What do I do? I'm getting messages from everybody. Rich, what do I do? I mean, if you've got a stock that you really, really like and it's lower than you've seen it, I can't tell you guys what to do, but man, buy it. Like, what am I supposed to tell you, man? When things are the worst, that's when you buy it. Okay. And when things are up, instead of beating your chest and talking about how great you are of a trader, that's when you're selling. So I'll give you guys a list right now of stocks that are very undervalued amongst their peers. Are you guys ready? MedMen, Aleafia Health, Cannabis, Tilt, TGIF, CanTrust, Ianthus, Kush Bottles. There's so many good companies out there right now that are way undervalued, way underappreciated, way underexposed. When you compare them and you put them side by side with their peers, they're extremely undervalued, they're extremely underappreciated, they're extremely underexposed. So I can't tell you guys what to do, and I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but you need to look at T-God, Suniva, thank you, Dave, AUSA, North, Rivers. These are all companies that I believe have incredible futures. Meta. These are companies that have a future in this sector. These are companies that are making money. They're not companies that are full of hype. There's a lot of hype companies out there, okay? And one thing I want you guys to realize is over the last 2 years, I've been talking about cannabis stocks, and I correctly predicted the HMMJ ETF, which I absolutely love and is paying a massive dividend, by the way. I absolutely correctly predicted Cannabis Growth, Aurora Cannabis, Organigram, Kronos Group, Afria, just to name a few, okay? I'm not going to go on and talk about all the winners over the last 2 years, but I correctly predicted those from the beginning. Now, one of the things I've learned over the last 2 years is that I've done better trading the big stocks than I have trading the small ones. So if you're looking for a home run, trying to find the stock that's going to go up like 1,000%, you're trying to buy a penny stock, you're trying to buy a cannabis stock that's at $1 or $2. I'm here to tell you right now that based on my experience doing this for 2 years, I've had the most success just buying the big ones. I've had the most success buying the big ones. So companies like Aurora Cannabis have been very good to me. Companies like Cannabis Growth have been very good to me. Companies like Afria have been very good to me. Companies like Kronos Group have been very good to me. Companies like Village Farms have been very good to me. I've made money on all of them, okay? Now, the key is to try to identify the next wave. And what I try to do in order to identify that is I try to look at companies that have the largest growth capacity, making the most revenue, and have a strong management team. And I try to identify those companies and bring it to you guys. Now, another trend I've identified with a lot of these companies, by the way, there's a gold company that's going crazy today. Just want to let you guys know about it, called Royal Nickel. Are you guys aware of Royal Nickel? Might as well just let you guys know. Royal Nickel. Our community's talking about it. It's a gold stock. Apparently, they've been doing really, really well. Last time I looked, they were up 25%. So keep your eye on Royal Nickel. Where is it? Let's see here. Royal Nickel. RNX in Canada at 52 cents last time I saw it, or like 54 last time I looked actually. And RNKLF. Take a look at this one, guys. That is the US symbol, and the Canadian symbol is RNX. So this is a gold company that has some big news. It got halted. It discovered new high-grade gold occurrence below the Father's Day vein discovery. So they've got some big news. The stock is obviously doing well. I'm not here to tell you to chase it. Put it on your watch list. Put it on your radar. I don't like to chase green. I'd rather chase red. But if you're going to chase red, try to invest in the best, because the best is blessed. So try to invest in the best companies. Let's talk about some of the companies that are done right now. Let's get right into it. Some of the best companies that are down right now. One of the companies that has been taking a hit recently is Kush Bottles. I mean, literally every time I go to Marijuana Index, all I see is class action update for KSHB. Levi and Korinsky LLP reminds investors of class actions on behalf of shareholders. Like, obviously, you're going to make people afraid and get them to sell their stock when you see class action lawsuits on a stock that you invested in. I don't know how this is even legal. I don't understand how shorters are able to play this game. They do it over and over and over again. It's a little bit disgusting. It's sad. It should be totally illegal. So I don't know why they're allowed to do this and just put class action lawsuits on every single stock that goes down. I've never seen anything like it before. So it's been consistent. Now they're attacking Kush Bottles. I believe it's creating a buying opportunity for Kush Bottles, and I believe that Kush Bottles is going to be a giant. So you guys should put Kush Bottles on your watch list and put it on your radar. They got huge potential, huge upside. They're making tons of money, and I feel like they are going to be a giant. Yeah, I like Agra. I own Agra. What's up, Joe? I think Agra is going to be a giant too. I think they have huge upside. And I own shares in Agra, and I'm going to continue to accumulate Agra. Another company that's interesting is Aleafia Health. I really like this company. They have a chance to be a giant. I believe they will be a top 10 company in the sector, and they're still trading at $1.40, so it's dirt cheap. However, they just raised money, and every time these companies raise money, it's a disaster. So we've seen BAM raise money recently. I predicted they would go under $2. Take a look at the price of BAM. 100% correct on that prediction. Tilt raised money. They've been going down. Zenabis raised money. They've been going down. Labs recently raised money. They've been going down. MedMen's been raising money. They've been going down. I think we see a trend here. When they raise money, they go down. It doesn't matter who the company is. When they raise money, they go down. Look at Labs. Labs was absolutely on fire. One of the hottest companies in the whole sector. They raise money, they're going down. Look at BAM. They were absolutely on fire. One of the hottest companies in the sector. They raise money, they're going down. I mean, we've seen this over and over and over again. Eve was one of the hottest companies. They were on fire. Penny Stock, even Co-Incorporated. They raised money, they went down. North, they were one of the hottest stocks in the sector. Good job, ladies, with North, by the way. They raised money, they went down. Do you see the trend? How do I feel? How do I feel about Drone Delivery Canada, FLT, and the news with Air Canada? You know what? I haven't seen that news. I have to look into it. But thank you for that. I will look into it, FLT. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it, man. I do like Namaste. I mean, like, I think it's a good company. I think they have a good future. Obviously, they're having issues. A lot of companies are having issues. I do like Namaste, but I'm going to be honest with you. They're part of the next wave of companies Right now, I believe if we want to make money, we got to look at the first wave of companies and we got to try to buy at the bottom. So I'm going to give you a list of some of the companies that like are part of that wave that I think we have to really look at closely, okay? So Cura is down 6%. They're at $10.95. We've seen Cura way, way, way higher, okay? Cura is starting to come down. We need to watch them, okay? Cura is a giant, and they're at $10.95 in Canada. We've seen them way higher. That's the type of company I'd love to own. Harv, Harv, Harvest Health and Recreation at $8.46. We've seen them way higher. They're down 5%. I'd like to get a piece of Harv. Fire at 162, down 4%. They have the chance to be a giant at 162. If you're willing to wait, I think they go way higher. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys have any picks you want me to look at, you have any picks you want me to analyze, if you have picks you want me to talk about, just drop it in the live chat. If you guys are not a part of the Telegram, join the Telegram. We got over 800 members, talking stocks 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Congratulations, Toronto Raptors, on a huge win, Game 3 yesterday. We the North, mad respect to the Toronto Raptors. A lot of people called a sweep. A lot of people said they were going to lose in Golden State. A lot of people said they were going to lose both games. A lot of people said that they could win without KD. A lot of people said they could win without Clay. And Toronto just punched them in the face. And Toronto just beat them down in Golden State. And that was so good. As born and raised T-Dot, we the Six, boy, my whole life growing up watching the Toronto Raptors since the days of Damon Stoudemire or Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady, I have never been so proud of the Toronto Raptors, man. Congratulations, Toronto. And you know what? Even if the series was to finish now, I think Toronto has already put themselves on the map. So even if they were to lose the rest of the series and lose the next 3 games, which I don't think they will, I believe the Toronto Raptors will win. I think Toronto Raptors should be up 3-0. They should have won Game 2. They should be up 3-0. And I predict Toronto will win this series, and they will bring home the chip. It's true. So congratulations, Toronto Raptors, on a huge win, Game 3. All of Canada's rooting for you. I'm here in Vancouver, and like everybody's talking about the Raptors. So yeah, man, it's exciting. And let's see someone else other than Golden State win, man. Like, let's prove that you don't need a team full of all-stars to win a championship. You know? Yeah, T-God is a giant, and I believe that T-God is part of the next wave. Absolutely. Yeah, they were singing "Oh Canada" and "Let's Go Raptors" in the Golden State Arena after the game. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, Toronto has proven themselves to have the best fans in the NBA, not only at home, but we also travel really, really well. We took over that stadium, and the fans of Golden State were on their phones recording the Toronto Raptors fans saying, "Let's go Raptors" after the game. Oh my goodness. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm pumped. But I'll be honest with you guys, the markets right now, there's nothing but buying opportunities everywhere. There will be a resurrection, and we will see these stocks go way higher. There's no doubt about it. ALEF, they just raised money. They're $1.41. I'd be careful there because they just raised capital. They are going to be a giant. They're one of the most undervalued companies in the whole sector. Saniva at $3.45, down 3%. They're a giant. They will be at $10 one day. They're going to be at $10 one day. It's just a matter of time. Aurora Cannabis at $10.04, down 3%. You guys know what I think about Aurora. Anytime you can get Aurora in the red or you can buy a low, position yourself in that bad boy, do it. Organogram at $9.50. It's under $10, down 3%. Another giant. CWeb at $17.20. We've seen CWeb at over $30. Now it's $17.50, down 3%. Love CWeb. And Cresco Labs down 3% at $13.95. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, these prices are a gift. These prices are a gift, okay? I love me some CHMJF. I love chemistry. I brought you guys chemistry first, man. What do you think? You guys know I love chemistry. Yo, thank you guys for the likes, man. I appreciate it. This sector is a volatile sector. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's gonna be ups and downs, but I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. You're gonna see guys come and go. You're gonna see guys say, "I called this, I called that." They're gonna beat their chest. They're gonna say all kinds of different things, and they're gonna be gone. Your boy, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here. I promise you, I will be here. I'll be buying these stocks. I'm gonna be calling the bottoms. I'm gonna be calling the tops. I wanted to make a video predicting the crash because I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. So I didn't really put in a lot of money. I just bought a little bit of some stocks that I wanted, and I've got a lot of money on the sidelines waiting for this crash. I believe it goes lower. I'm telling you right now, I think this market goes lower for the rest of this month, and then going into July, it's going to go lower. Mark my words, we will see lower lows. However, this is a big however, there will be a massive resurrection. As Rich Stradamus, I predict in my crystal ball that we will see a resurrection. It'll start around mid to end of July. It'll carry on until August. It'll get exponentially stronger in September. And then it'll peak in October, right when we have edibles get legalized in Canada. And then we will see a drop going into Christmas. This is my prediction. So knowing that, I might be 100% right or I might be 100% wrong. But knowing that, what I think we need to do as investors is we need to be very patient. We need to enjoy our summers. We need not to stress the small stuff. And what we need to do is we need to identify 52-week lows. Yeah, I like me some bills, man. Dan Balzerian's a beast. He's got a lot of rich friends. The key is not whether or not these are good companies. The key is to get in low so we can make money as investors, okay? Because anytime you have a guy like Dan Balzerian behind a company, you know he's got money and you know he has friends. And when he goes to all his friends and says, "Hey guys, I got my own cannabis company. Would you like to be involved?" Pretty sure they're going to say yes. It's the way it goes. So I believe a lot of these companies are going to do very, very well. I think a lot of it is going to go up and down based on the trend. Right now, the trend is down. I believe it continues to go down. I believe it will come back up. We do have edibles as a massive catalyst. I believe the edibles market, they've projected to be between 30 to 50% of the entire market in Canada. That's big. 30 to 50% of the entire market is going to become legal in Canada in October again. So the first 50 to 70%, which is flower, cannabis, weed, marijuana, pot, is legal in Canada. And that's what makes Canada the greatest country in the world, obviously, clearly, even though our weather sucks for the most part. Canada is now going to legalize edibles. Edibles are like gummies and chocolates and foods that you can eat that have cannabis in them. That's what edibles are. And that is going to get legalized. That will be an enormous catalyst in Canada in October. We're into June. So July, August, September, October. That's 4 months. So let's say we have one more month of red. That's going to give us 3 months of green. I don't know if you guys see what I see, but this is the time to load up, guys. This is the time to load up. This is the time for us to get what we came here to get. Right here, right now. So when everybody else is panicking and everybody's like, "Oh my goodness, things are down and the cannabis stocks are getting beat up," I'm like, yeah, where were you in January when they were exploding? Were you beating your chest and talking about how great you were? Because that's when you should have been selling. Because I was selling. That's right now. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling. I'm in no panic state. Zero. I've seen this before. I was here first. Check the statistics, guys. Look at the videos. 2017. Type in Rich TV Live 2017. When I was talking about Chronos Group when they were at $2, Afria when they were at $2, Aurora when they were at $2 or less, Organogram when they were at $1, HMMJ ETF when they're at $11. Now we see these stocks like IIPR at $90. We see GW Pharma at $1.70. We see weed at over 50. We see Afria, Aurora, Village Farms, Chronos Group way higher than they were 2 years ago. So there's no need to panic. You have to remember stocks are going to go up. They're going to come down. They're going to go up. They're going to come down. They're going to go up. They're going to come down. But watch them over the last 2 years. And all the companies that I've been talking about, especially the big ones, they've gone up. They've gone up. They will continue to go up because quarter after quarter, the revenues are going to get higher. Quarter after quarter, their debts are going to go lower. Quarter after quarter, they're going to get more into real production. And what's going to happen here in Canada is all the illegal dispensaries, one by one, are starting to get shut down. Even here in Vancouver, they're starting to shut them down. It's true. So little by little, they're shutting down all the illegal dispensaries, and the legal stores are going to start opening up because they want the people's money. That's the way she goes. Yeah, see, Joe is saying that in California, edibles sell 3x more flower. Revenues are going to be nuts. The revenues are going to explode. Yo, what's up, Jay Lewis? How you doing, man? Julian Lewis is in the house. Hey, guys, if you guys need a trading coach, if you need a mentor, if you need alerts, if you want to learn how to short trade in a red market, if you guys want to learn how to do options trading, Jay Lewis Trading, he is winning. He is taking advantage of the market. Julian Lewis actually predicted the short of Cannabis growth. Yes, Jay Lewis has another boot camp coming up very, very soon. So stay tuned to that. And we're talking about it all the time. And we're talking about it in our Telegram. And we have members that are learning and are earning and are growing and are joining the academy. So, you know, here at Rich TV Live, we take a lot of pride in not just bringing you guys content, but trying to help you guys become better traders so that you can win and we can all win. That's the name of the game. There's a lot of companies that are doing big things in the cannabis sector, and the revenues will continue to grow. I predict that the revenues for Cannabis growth will be another record quarter for revenue. Aurora Cannabis, next quarterly revenues will be another record quarter for Aurora. So these companies, the two biggest companies that are growing in Canada, that are now taking over essentially the whole world for cannabis, their revenues will just keep continuously growing. And as long as the revenues keep continuously growing, I only see those companies getting bigger and better, and I only see those stocks going way higher. There's some analysts that are projecting that, are you ready for this? There's some analysts projecting that Cannabis growth will go as high as $400. Can you imagine getting into Cannabis growth right now at, what is it, $54 today, something like that? And it goes to $400? Like, what is that? That's like 900% gain from here. And I think it's very possible. I think it's actually very likely. When you're talking about the most powerful cannabis company in the world, I mean, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit when you're talking about that. You know, another company that's been doing really well that nobody's talking about, and wow, I'm going to talk about it, is Snapchat. Snapchat is now at $13.10. It is a 100% buy on bar chart. It was as low as $5 just a few months ago. Snapchat is now at $13.10. It is secretly going up every single day and nobody's talking about it. I'm going to start to talk about it. Snapchat, guys. Snapchat is on full alert. Snapchat is on full alert. Wow. Belmont Resources. You guys aren't kidding about Belmont Resources. You called Belmont Resources, eh? Wow. Belmont Resources. So, guys, Belmont Resources, BEA, is up 700%. Oh my goodness. I did this video a long time ago and everybody was asking me, Rich, what's going on with Belmont Resources? Rich, what's going on with Belmont Resources? And I just said, yo, it's an early stage company. You know, you never know. It's a mining company. Bam. Belmont Resources up 700%. Okay, is it oh, they did a reverse? Is that why they're up 700%? Okay, well, that's not that exciting then. Charlie McKenzie Real Estate Channel says, Eve, they have just appointed a new VP who was the policy lead for Health Canada from 2008 until 2012. Yeah, I love Eve & Co. I actually day traded Eve & Co. about 3 or 4 times, made money every single time. Then I saw they raised money and I got out of it. I do not like companies when they raise capital because they always go down. However, after they go down, they almost always go up. So I believe Eve & Co. will resurrect. I believe Aleafia Health will resurrect. I believe BAM will resurrect. I believe that Cannabis will resurrect. I believe that Labs will resurrect. I believe these companies that are raising capital will resurrect. I believe North will resurrect. These companies will resurrect. No doubt. I believe MedMan will resurrect. I believe Tilt will resurrect. The question is, where is the bottom? The question is, where is the bottom? Hey, Rich, have you thought about buying calls instead of stocks? You know what? I've looked into it. I definitely need to learn more about options trading. I do not like putting a timeline on my investment. I'm a long-term investor. I typically buy stocks and houses and hold them and look for underappreciated, undervalued, underexposed opportunities. And recently, over the last couple of years, I've got into crypto too, but I've just been staying away from crypto because I'm just watching it until I see some type of a normal trend, which right now it's just like, it's like this, right? So for me as an investor, it's always been like buy a good company that's underappreciated, underexposed, undervalued, and hold it and wait for it to go up. I've never been a day trader. Now I played around with day trading for a bit. You know, I made some good money, then I lost some money. I feel like the markets kind of have gone sideways, so I'm just staying on the sidelines right now with the day trading. I'm pretty much just long-term investing right now. I've got in my portfolio right now everything in long-term positions right now. I've got Aurora Cannabis as a long-term position. I've got Labs as a long-term position. I got Cannabis as a long-term position. Those are my 3 biggest positions right now. I also have positions in other positions, smaller companies that are long-term positions, but I don't have a lot in them. I would say my big positions right now are Aurora, Cannabis, and Labs. And my strategy right now is to accumulate the biggest and the best companies in the sector and to just accumulate for the rest of my life. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to play with a little bit of the small ones and I'll do some day trading and I'll buy some penny stocks here and there just for fun. But the majority of my income, the majority of my equity that I'm going to be putting in moving forward is going to go into the bigger players. And one of the players that I'm really looking into is the HMMJ ETF. The HMMJ ETF, the Horizons Marijuana Life Sciences ETF, currently at $18.52. It might be a good time to load up right now. I just think that this company is going to be a giant. It is investing in the whole sector. And let's see. Yeah, so the 200-day moving average is at $20. It's currently at $18.52. So it's trading under the 200-day moving average. So I really like this right now. And the other thing I like about the HMMJ ETF is the dividend. I believe they pay a very, very, very strong dividend. So you're buying into the cannabis sector in a company that's investing in all the top cannabis stocks, and they're paying you a dividend. So it's a very safe play if you're looking for a long-term investment. And I think that the HMMJ ETF is going to be one of the best investments in the sector. And we're talking about it a lot in our Telegram. And I believe that we should be looking at it very carefully. It's another company that I brought to everybody first when they did their IPO around $11. If the laws change in the States tomorrow, where would you want your money? If America legalized tomorrow, I would definitely be interested in Curaleaf, MedMen, Trulieve, C-Web, Kush Bottles, Green Growth Brands, Harvest Health and Recreation. Just off the top of my head. Yeah, I don't want to put any timelines on how long I can. I don't want to put any timelines on how long I can hold a stock. Why should I trade options when I can just buy equities? I'll buy a stock and I'll hold it for years, just like real estate. I mean, I got no issue doing that. I don't care. I've been doing this for 2 years. I ain't going nowhere. I've been doing this longer than anybody. I am the guy for cannabis stocks. Everybody knows it. I've been doing it for 2 years. I ain't going anywhere. I'm not wishy-washy. When they go down, I don't panic. I buy them. When they go up, I don't talk about being the best trader of all time and how I predicted it and how I got millions of shares and make up all kinds of lies like a lot of other people do. I just sell my stocks, man. I tell people to take your money and run when the stocks are up. And when they're down, I'm buying. And that's it. I mean, I'm going to be in the sector because I know this sector and I know the sector very well. And I know it's only going to get better. This sector will only get bigger and will only get better. The cannabis sector has been projected to grow every single year for the next 10 years. I'm staying in this sector. I don't care about the downs. In fact, the downs is when I'm going to be buying and ups is when I'm going to be selling. And when everybody's beating their chest talking about how great they are, I'm going to go on vacation. And when everybody else is going on vacation and everyone else is crying and talking about how the sector's garbage or they're panicking or they're getting out of cannabis stocks, that's when I'm going to be buying and that's when I'm going to be doing the most work. It's as simple as that. I promise you guys this, okay? There's a lot of big stuff coming and your boy is going to be in the cannabis sector. I'm not just buying the stocks, I'm going to be in the sector. We got our own CBD company. We've got a plant in Phoenix, Arizona right now that's producing CBD oil. We've got a media company that is right now building a website where in the next month, you guys will have access to our website. And our website is going to be like a one-stop shop for stocks, cannabis stocks, news, everything you would think of in the financial sector. richtvlive.com will be a platform for our Telegram, a platform for news, stocks. If you want to check stocks, if you want to, see analyst reports, if you want to see buy ratings, sell ratings, everything you need in one spot, richtvlive.com. We're building it as we speak. And I'm also working with Pot TV. I'm speaking to Pot TV about doing a show on Pot TV. And there's so many big things coming. I can't even tell you guys, like we are in the sector. We're also working and talking to High Times about coming on our show and working with High Times to do their cannabis conferences, their cannabis cups. There's so many big things coming, guys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right in the sector, good or bad. I'm going to be here talking to you guys every single day about the markets. Some days I'm going to be talking to you about the stocks. Some days we'll be doing reviews about different cannabis products. Some days we'll be talking about CBDs. Some days we'll be talking about cannabis. Some days we'll be talking about hemp. Some days we'll be interviewing CEOs. Like you name it, we're going to do it. I just want to bring you guys entertaining content. And I'll tell you guys right now, you can count on me to be here every day talking about cannabis stocks. Yeah, I'll talk about other stocks too. I'll talk about gold and we'll talk about lithium. We'll talk about gaming stocks and we'll talk about tech stocks and we'll talk about all the stocks because I'll buy anything that can make me money, straight up. But I'll tell you guys right now, I am more excited about the cannabis stocks than any other sector in the world. I'm telling you, I am more excited about the cannabis stocks than any other sector in the world. The cannabis stocks and CBD stocks and hemp stocks and the picks and shovel stocks like Kush Bottles that do bottling, packaging for cannabis companies and CBD companies are the most liquid stocks in the world. They're the most dynamic stocks in the world. They are just getting started. The upside is phenomenal, and we're right in the heart of it. You want to buy CBD now in Canada. What would you recommend? Well, I would recommend looking at Cannabis, and I would recommend looking at Aurora Cannabis. Both of them legally have licenses to sell CBDs. So only a few companies have licenses to sell CBD oil in Canada, and Cannabis and Aurora Cannabis are both licensed to sell you CBDs in Canada. I own Believe. I think it can be a good company. Right now, I don't like what they're doing. I don't like the fact that they did a forward split and they diluted their stock and the stock keeps going down. So from that perspective, I'm not very impressed. Stock keeps going down, so I'm not happy. Straight up. Does it mean that I don't like the stock? No, it doesn't mean I don't like the stock. I own shares in it, but how can I be happy when the stock keeps going down? You know, I'm not going to be happy when the stock keeps going down. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys are having a great trading day. I know the markets are really down, but as an investor, this is the best time for us to buy, guys. I know it's hard to think that way. I know it's hard to believe, but just look at the charts. Look at the charts. Everything is around a 52-week low. A lot of stocks have retracted. A lot of stocks are going down in the cannabis sector, not just in the cannabis sector, but in the whole world. A lot of stocks have been going down, okay? So this right now is a buying opportunity. When I say it's a buying opportunity, I don't mean go buy it today. I just mean in general, it's a buying opportunity. But I ain't telling you to buy anything. I don't do that. I don't sit here and tell you to buy. I don't tell you to sell, okay? I give you picks. Now remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. Do your due diligence, do your research. I have a trading academy that I work with Julian Lewis. He's the guy that gives you buying and selling signals. He's the guy that can do that. For me, this platform is about education and entertainment. I don't give you buying and selling signals. You guys can give me buying and selling signals. If I like it, I might buy it. I'm okay with that. Give me buying and selling signals in the chat. Give our members buying and selling signals. But I want to let everybody know that is watching, just because someone gives a buying or selling signal in our group chat doesn't mean you should go and buy it. Invest in companies that you've researched, you've done the due diligence, you believe that they have good revenues, hopefully a little to no burn rate, which means low debts, low expenses, low monthly bills. You want to have a company that has high revenues, little to no debt, strong management team, small share structure, meaning there's not a ton of shares out there where the stock is going to get highly diluted, okay? Because stocks that are highly diluted typically are going to go down, okay? So take your time when you're doing an investment. Don't rush it. When you make an investment and you rush it, you usually lose. Even myself, I recently bought Labs. It's gone down. I'm not feeling good about it. You know what I mean? I bought Cannabis. They've gone down. I like both of those companies. I think long-term, I feel very good about both of them. But as an investor, short-term, obviously, I'm not happy when I buy a stock and it goes down. Okay? So be careful when you're investing right now. I believe this market is in a bear market. I believe it will continue. I do not think we're going to see a resurrection this month. We may see some sneak attacks. Even July, I wouldn't be surprised to see July be down too. However, I believe based on what happened last year, if we have legalization happen in October, like they are saying, I believe we could see a resurrection start in July. If not in July, maybe August, maybe September, but we will see it at some point. And when it happens, it will be epic. It'll be epic. That's just the way this industry is. When it goes, it blows. It doesn't just go like, and then down. It just goes like this. You know, it's funny. It's like maybe I should go on vacation because the last time it exploded is when I went on vacation to the Dominican Republic. So I'm like, maybe I should just go on vacation. And that will be the start. Because it seems as though every time I go on vacation, they explode. What's up, Infinite Possibilities says, yes, don't invest in anything you don't know about. At the end of the day, guys, you got to live with your investments. So why would you buy something that you don't like? Why would you buy something that you don't love? Why would you buy a stock that you're not proud of? Just don't do it. Cleon says, hey, Rich, I'm heading to the Dominican Saturday. Yo, enjoy, man. Enjoy. My boy's there right now. I got buddies in the DR right now that are there. Mr. Joe Fly 1 says, ACB and Zena don't have oil 100% CBD. It's mixed with THC. You know what? I'm not sure. I haven't done the research to see how much THC or CBD is in their product, but I know that both Aurora and Cannabis are licensed to sell oil in Canada. They're two of the only LPs in the world that have a license to sell oils in Canada. Joe Namaste says, never get emotional on a stock. Invest with facts and figures, no emotions. I agree with you. You know, that's my biggest flaw as a trader is I get emotional. Thank you guys for the likes, eh? I get emotional. I make emotional decisions. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When I'm analytical and I just be patient, like right now, and I just look for the bottom, this is when I'm the best trader. And right now, I'm just hunting bottoms of all the best companies, and there's all kinds of buying opportunities right now. They're everywhere. I mean, don't fall in love with a stock because I guarantee you when that stock goes down, you're not going to love it. I guarantee you, I don't care who they are. When that stock goes down, you're going to say all kinds of terrible things about that stock. And anybody who's traded has been there. So it's nothing new there. Yeah, like GXXM. GXXM was a horrible disaster. Horrible disaster. When you see 10% sell, buy the 52-week low. If you can get a 52-week low of a great company, then you're giving yourself a chance to win. The markets are very difficult, but if you buy great companies with strong revenues, hot sectors, good management team, good share structure, and it's at a 52-week low, you almost can't lose unless something bad's happening in that company, unless they're getting a lawsuit, unless there's some type of internal issues, unless they just are terrible at marketing their security. Typically, when you are following those rules, you will win long term. Kirk says, GXXM, one day you'll look up and it'll be 50 cents. I sure hope so, man. I'm going to hold those shares and pray that one day you're right. Yeah, I'm just going to hold those shares and pray one day you're right. Because when you see a stock that all it's ever done is come down, it just smells like a scam. 100% scam. So what I anticipate is going to happen with GXXM now is they're going to do a reverse split, and then they'll go back up to like a few bucks like they did last time, and they'll start dumping their stock, and it'll go right back down to 0001 again. And they'll just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again because they're a scam. Straight up, they're a scam. I lost 5,000 US in a scam. I'll take the hit. It's not my first time. It's not my first rodeo. It's not my first loss. You know, luckily I've had a lot of gains this year, so it makes for that one loss, but it still hurts and it doesn't feel good because as a trader, it wasn't my pick. I didn't do research on it. I didn't do due diligence. I was at the time making a lot of money and I just bought it and it was stupid. And I'm not making that mistake again. It was a reminder with a $5,000 error of what not to do so that I don't make bigger errors because I'm playing with a lot bigger capital than that. And I don't want to lose 7,000 Canadian again. Or I guess 6,000 Canadian again, whatever it's worth, 6,500, whatever the hell it's worth. Justin says, Xena interview high up. said he wouldn't be surprised if they have 200,000 kgs by the end of the year ready, pushing production. I'm telling you guys, I got my 10,000 Xena. I'm good, man. I'm good. I know that baby's going to be worth $10, and that's going to be worth 100 G's. And then if I can hold it till one day it goes to $100, then I'll have $1 million worth of stock, and I'll be damn happy. Dave says, I bought more MMEN.WT today. So you bought the MedMan warrants? Smart move. Joe Namaste says, I researched 50 cannabis stocks. I look for low dilution, no debt, and strong management. So far, CHM Chemistry falls into that category. Solid company. Yeah, you know what? Chemistry has a crazy team behind them. Crazy, crazy team. Those guys are connected, man. Trust me. R. Mary says, my biggest win in 1 month, BUND, 50%, 25K Canadian. Wow. Nice win. Dave Wynn says, I got 4,000 Xena. Hey, man, that's a nice amount of Xena, brother. I hope you win big, bro. Mr. Joe Fly 1 says, at Justin T, Xena grow weed like a boss. They exceed their growing capacity. I love it. Yeah, Xena's going to be just so ridiculously big. We're getting in so early. It's just fun. It's just fun. So whenever I hear these YouTubers that never been there, never talked to them, don't know anybody in the company like I do, aren't living in Vancouver where their head offices are, talk about them, it's kind of comical because they don't know anything about them. That's the there's something going on with Cannabis, and what I believe that's happening, in my opinion, is that all the big institutions, all the big banks, all the rich investors are little by little just getting in cheap. It's the next big giant. It's just a matter of time. How many contacts do I have in Europe? I'm from Europe. I got a house in Portugal. Hello? I'm live, eh? Okay. I got a house in Portugal. So yeah, I got a lot of contacts in Europe. I can go to Portugal. I can go to my house in Portugal, and we could be doing business in Europe anytime, any day. And we will be selling our CBDs in Europe. Let me just get America going first, and then we'll get Europe going, and then we'll get Canada going. Once Canada gets legalized, Health Canada, if you guys are watching, could you guys just legalize CBDs already? Listen, our CBDs are lab tested. Whatever guidelines you want us to meet, we will meet them, Health Canada. Rich Hemp RX Canada. Think about it. We're saving lives. I mean, why are you stopping us from saving lives? Hey, guys, thank you guys for the 28 likes. I really appreciate it, man. You guys are the best. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I told you guys about a bunch of stocks that I'm buying. I told you guys about my strategy. I'm going to stick with it. I'll keep being here every day. If there's any big news, I'll be back. I'm going to be doing a lot of work in the industry. I'm going to be doing a lot of work in the sector. I'm talking to Pot TV. I'll keep you guys updated about when I'm going to be on Pot TV. I'm also speaking to High Times. I'll keep you guys updated on High Times. I'm going to get my High Times jacket in the mail. I've got shares in High Times. I got 363 shares of High Times at $11. It's like 5,600 Canadian. I don't ever plan on selling my High Times. I'm just going to hold them. I want to be a long-term investor with them. I love them, and I'd love to work with them. So High Times, if you're watching, let's do some work together. And what else? The website. Stay tuned to the website. The website is going to be epic. There's going to be all kinds of changes, all kinds of upgrades, all kinds of great things happening. If you guys want anything on the website, or you think I should have anything on the website, or you have any ideas, let me know, because we're literally building it. It's custom. It's crazy. Yeah, man, just living a dream right now, guys. So yeah, if you're not winning, you're probably not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. Now remember, visit Rich TV Live. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the like down below and comment on the show, because all we do is bring you winners. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We've been bringing you winners for 2 years. 2 years we're bringing you winners. And every time there's been a bottom, we've called the bottom. And every time there's been a top, we called the top. I was going to make a song about us being at the top. I didn't want to create panic, so I didn't. But I knew this was coming. We talked about it for months. We all knew this was coming. So if you look at the charts of all the cannabis stocks, they go like this. But overall, they look like this over time. So they go up and down and they go up and down. But over time, they keep going up and up and up. They will continue to go up and up and up. Stay tuned. We'll keep you guys updated. I'll keep you updated on what's up. And Justin says, my family from Portugal also. My town is basically 5,000 population, and we all pork chops. Yo, that's the way we play, man. Oh, my goodness. This guy. Oh, my goodness. Some people. So I hope you guys have a great trading day. I appreciate all the support. I love you guys. You guys are the best community in the world right here, right now. Go Raptors. Game 4, Friday. I'm going to try to see if I can do the live stream play-by-play and commentary of the entire game. I'm going to try to see if I can do it for the rest of the series. I can't believe I haven't done it yet. I don't know. I should have been doing this the whole playoffs. I mean, this is what I do. I'm a sports guy. So I'll probably do the play-by-play of tomorrow's game. I think Toronto's going to win. They got all the momentum. I think they take the series. I don't know. Call me crazy. Let's go Raps. We the North. The 6 in 6. Drake said it. Your boy Rich is saying it. Wheat stocks will resurrect. There's no need to panic. Go on vacation. Relax. Chill. If you see the bottom and you find a great company, it's at a 52-week low and it's beaten up and it's a great company, maybe you want to buy it. This is the time to buy. There's no need to panic, okay? Now's the time to buy. That's it. It's that simple. You buy low, you sell high. That's it, okay? No need to panic. Your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. I am a warrior for the weed industry. I am a warrior for the cannabis sector. I ain't going nowhere. When the cannabis stocks go down, your boy will pull up. When the cannabis stocks go down, your boy will pull up. Remember that. Your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. Call me the weed man. Rich man. I'm out. Peace.